Next up, we have Abraham Tiruneh from Ethiopia representing University of California, Davis.
By the end of this summit, I'm not going back to Ethiopia. Yes, I'm not going back to Ethiopia. Don't judge me, let me tell you why. I'm a 26-year-old physician and I work in the biggest tertiary hospital in the capital, Addis Ababa. Back home, the work environment is terrible. The bureaucracy is dreadful. Sometimes I have to work for 36 hours straight. Some days I have to see up to 50 patients in a day, and they pay me $400. My salary is not good enough to have my own housing or car, a family, or a good life. I also have served as a director of outpatient department, and we have treated close to 500,000 patients just last year. Every day has its own challenge, and the problem list is just uncountable. Lack of materials and drugs always frustrates me. So I'm not going back to Ethiopia. I was born in the countryside Ethiopia at the time of transitional government, when the hospitals were not functional. My mother labored for 3 days without a physician or a nurse attending her. She almost died. I struggled to be one of the best students. I finished medical school as first of my class. I feel like I deserve a better life. So I'm not going back to Ethiopia. Because if I stay here in the US or if I go to Europe, I could become a surgeon in a couple of years. I could be working in a hospital where there are enough materials. I could live in a better democracy and peace. I could have better economic opportunity. My children could have better education, better future. So I'm not going back to Ethiopia.
Don't go.
And it's not like I'm the only one who is leaving his country. Just a decade back, the number of Ethiopian doctors who were working in Chicago was greater than those who were working in Ethiopia. And currently we have more than 2 million diasporas out there. Political, economic, social, many more reasons have sent them away from home. And many have become successful at what they do. I can be one of them. So I'm not going back to Ethiopia. And once I migrate, if I go back to visit Ethiopia, I could walk around like a king. I could brag of my achievements. I think. Will I? I'm thinking. Let's see. I could have better economy, but what about those poor farmers who paid taxes to send me to free medical education? That poor farmer could have been my father. I could drive a fancy car on the highways of California, but what about those mothers who deliver at their homes because they don't even have roads? That could have been my mother. I could be an excellent surgeon operating on thousands in a hospital where there are enough surgeons and materials. But what about that 10-year-old kid in the countryside Ethiopia who could die of appendicitis? That could have been me, or my sister, or my brother. I could make it in life to have material and skill wealth. But will I have a meaningful life? Well, the meaning of life differs, and I define it like this. To live is to give. To live well is to sacrifice for the good of the public. Living is remembering my roots. Well, we all can do well wherever in the world we would go. But one thing resonates in my mind. If I don't live for the betterment of Ethiopians, who else will? Who else shall? Am I going to be part of the brain drain? If I say I am a leader, should I not lead by example? Should I not sacrifice my luxury to serve the community who gave me free education, who nurtured me to grow? Oh, yes, I should. Imagine if all of us here in all the diaspora pays back something to their community. Rather than waiting for foreign aid, we can stand on our own feet. We can be self-reliant as Africans, and I have that hope. So did I say I'm not going back to Ethiopia? Forgive me. I've changed my mind. Despite all the challenges, I'll go back and ignite my community for the better. I will create a platform for easy participation of the diaspora in the health sector, because I know if we work together as Ethiopians and Africans, we can reach out to the whole of Africa and to the whole world. I will start it from there, and I'm sure you'll join me too. Oh yes, I'm going back to Ethiopia. We are going back to Africa.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you, Abraham, for passionately walking us through the very intimate thoughts that our African brothers and sisters face in their trips here in the United States.